Okay, number two is a lot of information there. Look at all this stuff you have to know. So I just kind of pulled a little bit from everything. So let's break it down. Let's start with 4/10, -4/10. Where would that go on this number line? Well, if you count how many intervals there are, do a little bunny hop. Let's start at 0, between 0 and 1. All right, let's start with that. That's going to tell us the value of each interval. What is the length really? What's the length of each interval? It's a fraction. I'll give you that, okay? And then that'll tell us how far to go. So get the total first. What's the total? 1, between 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a bunny hop, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. The bunny hop 4 times. How many times is the bunny hop gonna before he gets to the 1? It's still got a ways to go. Hurry, bunny, hurry. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 total intervals here, 10 spaces. So that means that between 0 and 1, we had partitioned this. We cut it into 10 pieces. So each piece is 1/10. 1/10 of a piece. 1/10. Yep, total of 10 pieces. Here's 1/10. 1/10 is here. 2/10. 3/10. 4/10. We can stop there. You know why? Because that's what we're looking for. That's where that point's going to go. Boom, put a dot there. How about -4/10? That's just the reflection. Yeah, the reflection. So if we go to that 0 point here, it's like a mirror. Oh, it's a mirror. Whoops, that's not a very good mirror. Try to do a straight line mirror if I can. There's a mirror. And if it's looking in the mirror, it's going to look like it's actually, see, we went 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. There's -4/10. Da-da-da-da-da. Now, you might not have this problem. You might have one that looks more like this. Oh my gosh, half? Okay. Well, what are the intervals between 0 and 1 again? Count them up. We know that there's 10. We just did this, right? Go, bunny, go. Go, bunny, go. Go, bunny, go. I still want the tortoise to win, though, even though that bunny's so cute. Tortoise is going to win. You know why? Because the bunny went in the wrong direction. Tortoise, woohoo! You didn't read the directions. It says you got to go to -1. Tortoise wins. Okay, enough silliness, Mr. Hoffman. Get serious now. These kids have stuff to learn. All right, let's continue. So there's 10 intervals over here. We're back over here on this side now. And divided by something. Follow along. You're like, what are you doing, Mr. Hoffman? Just follow along with me. We want to change this 10 into 2 intervals. How can we do that? We want it to end up at, see where I put a question mark? We want, see this is tenths. From here to here is in tenths. This is a tenth, 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 tenth. There's 10 tenths here, you know, because if you go to 1 is actually the same thing as 10 tenths. Oh, Mr. Hoffman, you'll never forget when Mr. Hoffman put ones around things. That and the numerator and denominator are the same. All right, so we want halves. So yes, we're gonna, this here's gonna be a 2. 2. Why? Because we're taking tenths and we want to be into halves. So it could be 1/10, 1/2, whatever. It's not gonna be 1/10 though. It's gonna be a certain number of tenths. How many tenths make 1/2? That's what I'm trying to say. How many tenths equal a half? This will give it to us. 10 divided by something. This will tell us how many tenths make a half. This is the number of tenths to equal 1/2. Be careful there. Okay, be careful because this numerator is going to change. It's not going to be a 1. You'll see what I mean. See, it's 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. You can backtrack that. Check it. 2 times 5 equals 10. So that works. So 5 of these intervals down here will equal 1/2. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is half. Some of you gotta go, Mr. Hoffman, all you gotta do is find the halfway point. Like, so if you go 1 here, go 1 here till you meet in the middle. Go 1 here, go 1 here, go 1 here, go 1 here. It's like 2 bunnies. The bunnies are gonna meet in the middle. I miss you, bunny. I miss you too. Where are we gonna meet? Right in the middle is halfway mark. The halfway mark. Is the glass half full or is the glass half empty? The glass is at the halfway mark, and while you guys are discussing where the glass is half full or half empty, I'm drinking the water that's in the glass because I'm thirsty. Okay, so we got halfway there. Boom, boom. And I think we're more than halfway through this question. It's a long one, right? I know, we're 4 minutes. It's very valuable though. So 5/10 equals 1/2. We got that. See, you can do this too. Yeah, 10, how do you get to there? You just divide by 5 on this side, divide by 5 on this side, end up with 1/2 here. Okay, here's another situation. Let's take a look at 30 hundredths. This is going to be easier, trust me. Hang in there with me. 0 ones, 30 hundredths. As we were saying, 0 ones and 30 hundredths. Ah, there's 100 pennies. How would we get 30 out of 100 here? Just take 10, 20, 30, right there they are. 30 out of 100, 30 hundredths. So just take a look at these for a second here. 30 hundredths. Let's trade these pennies in for dimes. How many dimes will we get? See, these 10 pennies equal a dime. These 10 pennies equal a dime. These 10 pennies equal a dime. And we got 3 dimes. We don't have any more hundredths though. But what we do have is 3 tenths. Tenths are like dimes, hundredths are like pennies. So we don't have any hundredths, but we do have 3 tenths, 3 pennies, 3 tenths, 3 dimes. There we go. So that's easy peasy. And so what we're looking at here is the fraction 3 tenths is written like this. 3 tenths. And now we know we already divided this into tenths in the other problems. And so we just count to 3. 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths. There's 3 tenths. And negative 3 tenths, negative 30 hundredths, which is the same thing as negative 3 tenths. Did you see what I just did there? A shortcut is just to take a 0 off of here and take a 0 off of here. And now you turn it into tenths. Take a 0 off of here, take a 0 off of here. Now you turn it into tenths. Kind of cool, right? And you can go the other way around if you needed to. You can turn that right back into negative 30 hundredths. You can turn this right back into, because you should change it back for the pennies. Hey, can you give me pennies for these dimes, please? Well, how many pennies are you going to have? How many hundredths are you going to have now? 30 hundredths. Okay, so it would be negative 1 tenth, negative 2 tenths, negative 3 tenths, negative 3 tenths. All right, same thing here. This time it's kind of like the other. This is actually even easier. This is 6. What place is this in? It's in the tenths place. So 0 ones, 6 tenths. 6 tenths, negative 6 tenths. All right, next. Say, 20 hundredths. 0 ones, 20 hundredths. Guys, this is as we did. We could just cheat. This, you can just say, 20 hundredths like this. Take away the 0. Well, not take away. I like sort of taking it away. We're not subtracting the 0. We're just, removing it for a second because that's the same thing as 2 tenths. So how many hundredths do we have? How many hundredths are there? 0. So do we really need to put that in there? No. 2 tenths. Same thing here. Okay. New problem. That's it. Bye-bye.